Good morning everyone and welcome to the presentation of the Renegade and Compass plug-in hybrid. These two models will start a path leading to the electrification of the entire Jeep lineup by 2022. The Jeep way to electrification offers zero-emission driving the plug-in hybrid in full electric mode, but allows the all-terrain safety of a 4x4 that intervenes when needed. We have created a new name for this exclusive combination, 4xe. Starting with Renegade and Compass, the 4xe logo will mark the plug-in hybrid Jeeps and will be the symbol of an electrification model conceived to provide the customer with substantial benefits. 4xe means efficiency. The Jeeps we are introducing today offer the lowest consumption ever. 4xe means capability and safety in any weather conditions, since a Jeep is always a Jeep, a vehicle created to go beyond expectation both off-road and in the city. The new Jeeps 4xe are sustainable by birth. The 4xe lineup reinforces the values that have always made a Jeep: freedom, adventure, authenticity and passion. The freedom to go anywhere and do anything, even in restricted traffic zones. The adventure of driving open air, far from the crowd, with nature providing the soundtrack. The authenticity of always being true to yourself, more Jeep than ever. And the passion, reminding us once again that you don't drive a Jeep, you live it. And you really do live it everywhere. With hybrid propulsion, high-efficiency batteries, the ability to travel in full electric mode, the ready-to-use torque, we're launching a new way of living a Jeep, offering us the best of three worlds: on-road, off-road, and in town. You'll see when you test drive one.
Amazing, so funny. The Jeep you don't expect.
Is it really electric?
Let's jump into the world of a 4xe together. We start off when parking the car in the evening and connect it to the easy wall box. Using the control function, we can set our favorite recharge times and days. We can even set it to charge at the right time to the best electricity tariffs, no matter if we forget to. It can be done on the app as well. The next morning, when I wake up, I can check the charge status of the vehicle and in general status of my Jeep. In the meantime, while having my morning coffee, I can send the destination through the My Navigation functionality straight to my Jeep. As we're starting out with a fully charged battery, we know we can complete most of the journey in pure electric mode. On a hot day, we turn on the air conditioning remotely to set the passenger compartment of our Jeep just to the right temperature, even before we go downstairs to the parking lot. On the startup, Renegade and Compass are set in hybrid mode to default for the maximum ease of use. But today's day, we're gonna go in the city and we set the car to the 100% electric mode. That way, we're constantly traveling at zero emissions. The electric motor generator in the middle of the axle provides traction to the rear wheels. The internal combustion engine only turns on in case of kick down or when the battery level is low. The regenerative braking function means you can recover energy when decelerating and braking. The range is around 50 kilometers, enough for most of the in-town journeys. When you travel a longer distance on the highway or on the ring road, maximum speed in full electric is around 130 km per hour. It's the end of the day and we want to have some fun. It's time to put our Jeep to the test in the most familiar terrain. When we set in an off-road course, the car detects automatically the need of traction and both axles are working at the same time. With the 4xe system, Jeep keeps the 4x4 feature that customers are used to, all controlled by the Select Terrain system. By operating the rotary selector, we inserted traction in both axles. The selector let us choose from 4 modes, 5 on the Trailock, The same switch controls the options 4x4. Low, the 4 optimized response in any sandy and rocky terrain, and the 4x4. Lock, maintain permanent 4x4 traction up to 15 km per hour. In hybrid mode, Renegade and Compass reach a maximum output of 240 horsepower and provide unprecedented off-road performance.
Hybrid is a challenge for all car engineers because it forces them to think in terms of dual systems, dual requirements and dual constraints. But by meeting the challenge, hybrid also results in dual benefits. What are the benefits of electric cars? First and foremost, zero local emissions combined with being completely noise-free. Significant energy recovery in deceleration that would otherwise be scattered on the brake discs, instantaneous well-controlled torque delivery, and of course lower energy bills. What about the benefit of the internal combustion engine? Greater range, the extent of the fuel distribution network, the option of charging the batteries while the vehicle is moving. The front traction is provided by the internal combustion engine, the new 1.3-liter 4-cylinder turbo of the global small engine family at 130 or 180 horsepower. Traction on the rear wheels is provided by an e-axle, an electric motor integrated with a speed reducer and a differential delivering 60 horsepower and 250 Nm torque. A second high-voltage electric motor works in synergy with the petrol engine, recovering or providing torque on the crankshaft during the transients or generating electricity to recharge the battery. Now, let's see how the system works. The director is the hybrid control processor, a control unit that works to guarantee the required performance, always obtaining maximum energy efficiency from each subsystem. To do this, we have developed an optimization algorithm with two functions: to modulate the response of the electric motors and the internal combustion engine, also taking into account the battery charge level, and to manage the torque distribution between the two axles in order to provide superior traction in all conditions. The same algorithm makes the petrol engine automatically start when the performance required exceeds the capability of the electric motor alone and when the battery reaches the minimum. 4xe means two cars in one. A completely noise-free zero-emission car for the city, which turns into a 240 horsepower off-roader capable of tracking routes worthy of a real Jeep with ease and extraordinary precision.
4xe is 100% hybrid, 100% 4x4 and 200% Jeep. The Renegade and Compass plug-in hybrids that take us into the world of 4xe are at once the new chapter in the Jeep history and the beginning of the future, a future we intend to take care of.